Everyone, this is your daily dose of internet. When there's a wildfire in California, large planes are called in to drop a mix of water and fertilizer over an area. This is what happens when 9,000 pounds of fire retardant is dropped on a car.
Their cat's gonna jump right here.
Here's a bunch of curious baby pufferfish. This is an old prison in Morocco that was used in the 1700s. Instead of using prison cells, prisoners would stay in these holes in the ground.
Have you ever seen a whirlpool in a Big Lots parking lot? Well, now you have seen a whirlpool in a Big Lots.
This is possibly the largest sea turtle nesting site in the world. There are over 64,000 sea turtles in this video swimming to a small island in Australia to lay their eggs. This person dropped their ice cream on the ground, and it started running away.
There it goes. Goodbye. Yo, it's still going.
Here's an infinite marble staircase.
Mr. Krabs, bro! Mr. Krabs! Mr. Krabs, what are you doing?
Now he's distracted.
No!
This is a comb jellyfish. When you shine light on them, they glow like a rainbow. This is the first public road to be made entirely from plastic. Instead of sending plastic waste to a landfill, this company decided to put this trash to a better use.
Are developing a new kind of road. It's a road that has many advantages over existing products and that contributes to solving some important global problems.
This road is much easier to build as they can simply be placed together like Legos. A plastic road can also last up to 3 times longer than a regular asphalt road. These are Tibetan monks, and they spend days or sometimes weeks making a beautiful sand mandala. They carefully place each grain of sand in just the right spot. And once they're finally done, they destroy it. They destroy the artwork as a way to teach to never be emotionally attached to anyone or anything. It really doesn't matter how much time and effort you devote to something, because eventually everything will be destroyed. This is what it's like to go kayaking in Norway. I was in a public bathroom and I saw something that I'd never seen before. So after you wash your hands, you don't have to touch the door. This is called linear friction welding. It's a way to weld pieces of metal by pushing and rubbing them together.
Linear friction welding is ideal for joining blades to discs in turbine manufacture. They're called blisks. And these are some images of welds made on the new Linfrick machine here at Abington.
The plane was trying to land at an airport in England and had to land sideways because of the strong winds.
Hey Google, make a chimpanzee noise.
This is a chimpanzee.
Here's a really thirsty raccoon. There's something called the Well of Death in India where people drive around in a dangerous circle. This student jumped in the emergency shower in chemistry class just for fun, and the teacher wasn't too happy about it.
Push it up. No.
Delete it!
This cat discovered a surprise underneath his blanket. There's a place in Italy that has rock formations that look like they're from a different planet. Erosion from water and wind help create these mysterious pillars. These fish are fighting over dominance, but it looks exactly like they're kissing each other. Here's a little bird that needed to be pet. This lizard is on a level of chill I'll never reach.
Oh, you got puppy kisses.
That's in this video. This is a Burmese peacock softshell turtle. It's a turtle that doesn't have a hard shell, and it feels leathery and slippery, which makes these turtles some of the fastest swimmers. A firefighter found a baby kangaroo that somehow survived the fires in Australia.
Hey! I found a baby Joey in the fire. Yeah, buddy. Hey.
This is what happens when you put 60 layers of wax on your hands. Here's a really cool shot you can get with a drone and a flamethrower.
Pizza now has even more cheese. If it were any cheesier, it would sing to you.
That was a really quick shot for a pizza commercial, and this is how they made it.
Okay, ready? And action. And pull.
Does anyone want to go for a walk in the Himalayan mountains? Here's a behind-the-scenes look of a stop-motion animation. Here's a really cool cloud front that formed over a town in Argentina. Here's a quick trip through some massive baobab trees in Madagascar. That's in this video. Someone was born with a condition called coloboma. Someone with this condition can normally see just fine, but might have difficulty driving at night. This customer was being rude to this cashier, and the cashier wasn't having it.
$5.67. Oops. Oops.
These people were filming a car commercial when they accidentally crashed their cars. These people saved a baby sea lion that had plastic garbage wrapped around its neck.
That's it?
What do you think these turkeys are talking about? What you're looking at right now is water freezing, melting, and boiling at the same time. This is called triple point, and every known element can go through the same process. This is what it's like to go paragliding off the coast of Morocco. overly aggressive romantic cat.
Stop. No.
A few days ago, over 200 people grabbed a scooter and drove through the streets of Los Angeles. The police weren't too happy about the situation. These two Americans took a train ride through a part of China that doesn't get very many tourists, and people couldn't stop staring. This bartender noticed that a man was choking and rushed over. After a few thrusts, the food was dislodged and the man's life was saved. There's a type of bird that will dive underwater and grab the suckerfish that are stuck on whale sharks for a good meal. This person took 99 phones, put them in a wagon, and started walking down an empty street and instantly created a traffic jam on Google Maps. A company developed a new type of cast that allows it to get wet or dirty. That's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very boring paperclip. You can bend it in any shape you want, and it won't go back to the way it was before. What makes this other paperclip so smart is that you can bend it in any way you want, but it'll still remember what it originally looked like. This paperclip is made of a type of metal called nitinol. Nitinol is an alloy consisting of titanium and nickel that has the ability to remember its original shape when placed in hot conditions.
Well, let's throw it in. Isn't that amazing? It's a paperclip again. Let's put it in there. Let's try a spring. We deform it. Look at that.
The person was filming this wild bear when an eagle swooped down and attacked it. In case you didn't know, plants actually move around a lot, they just do it really slowly. So this is a pretty neat concept on how people might go shopping in the future. Coca-Cola has these special bottles that can turn their wrapper into a ribbon. Developed a fabric that has the ability to repair itself.
NCT is a fabric that can self-heal small holes and punctures to the fabric. NCT is a lightweight, water-resistant nylon ripstop with resealing and repairing capabilities. Naturally, nylon ripstop is extremely durable due to its endlessly repeating chains of building blocks that are woven into the crisscross pattern. When the already durable nylon is punctured, the nylon threads aren't actually broken. They're just pushed apart.
These guys wanted to see how accurate they could be while using their wingsuit. This is what it sounds like to beatbox using helium. And this is what it sounds like when you inhale sulfur hexafluoride.
Oh my god! Oh
These are scallops, and this is what they look like when they swim around.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
This is what it looks like when planes come in for a landing and there's a thunderstorm nearby. When the storm covers the airport, the planes scatter around like little ants. Developing a motorcycle airbag that covers the entire body of the biker. When someone gets in a crash, an airbag will deploy from the seat, turning the biker into a human burrito. This bird is called a mannequin, and they love to moonwalk to try and impress the ladies. This person created a virtual reality driving experience by putting a camera on a remote-controlled car. These are fire ants, and they're incredibly smart and strong when they work together. They have the ability to connect their bodies and float on water. They can also form into a giant ball that behaves like a pillow that can absorb hard forces. One of the biggest problems about donating shoes to children is that in just a few months, the shoes don't fit anymore. This charity developed a shoe for children living in poverty that will fit for several years. This shoe can stretch out 5 sizes above the original size. This cat was playing with a toy and it got stuck to its paw. This teacher is holding a regular jar filled with water. Because of water surface tension and air pressure, the water does not fall out of the jar when she removes the cover.
In all directions, but pushing upwards to hold the liquid in, right?
Yes.
And if I take this off, what should happen?
Pushing up the water
Should come out, but
that's not fair.
Witchcraft. What is this? John, no, Gabby move, Jonathan move. Yeah, okay.
Move for a second.
Ben, he's taking a. That's not okay. And why is it?
This person created a strawberry that screams whenever you cut into it. This baby elephant was found incredibly weak and unable to stand up. The closest elephant hospital was over 6 hours away, so the baby had to go for a ride in a helicopter. After a few days of care, the elephant is now happy and healthy.
Oh yeah!
These firefighters rescued a baby deer that got stuck in a sewer drain.
Well done, guys.
My dad and I like to feed the squirrels that live by our house. They usually shove their faces up against the glass door until somebody feeds them.
Hi! Come on! Come on! Come on!
About once every 7 years, there's a nature path in Brazil that gets completely submerged underwater from heavy rainfall. That's in this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later. This is probably the strongest bed in the world. This bed is so strong that it can withstand the force of having a car dropped on top of it. The bed was designed to act as a panic room in the event of an emergency.
That's it?
That's it. Just keep on. Get it up. Rosie! What are you doing here?
By using some pretty smooth film tricks, these people made it look like this staircase had some magical abilities.
Stairwell, designed by Filipino architect Rafael Nelson of Uganda.
This is called a spirit bear, and they can only be found in North America. They're actually a black bear that carries a recessive gene that turns their fur white. There's currently over 465,000 black bears and fewer than 400 spirit bears in the wild. This elephant was kind enough to pick up some trash that fell on the ground. This company designed a parachute for helicopters. A diver found this tiny cat shark off the coast of Wales.
Oh, Mrs. Brown usually reads me a story before bed. I don't suppose you want some. No bedtime stories.
That's in his video. I really hope you enjoyed. This man wanted to become a goat. He didn't want to simply act like a goat, he truly wanted to become a goat. He even visited a neuroscientist to try and disable his ability to speak. After a few days of trying to become a goat, he eventually returned to being a human. This is what happens when you remove a balloon from liquid nitrogen. As the gas inside the balloon warms up, the molecules begin to expand again like normal. Here's a great demonstration showing how a sinkhole is formed.
Depending on all those soil properties we talked about earlier, this process can take days to years before anyone notices. Many of our subsurface utilities are placed directly below roadways, and the paving often acts as a final bridge above the sinkhole, hiding the void below.
This is why it's so important to wear a hard hat on the job site. A small nut or bolt falling from a few stories up can have devastating effects. These people were staying at a hotel when they woke up to elephants drinking from their pool.
This is incredible. I was told yesterday they don't fill the plunge pool anymore because the elephants come and drink. It's true.
That's in this video. I really hope you enjoyed. The baby rhino was rescued and then raised in a sanctuary with a friendly goat. As a result, the baby rhino loves to copy the jumping behavior of the goat. These people were filming their podcast show when a security guard showed up.
Yeah, no, I'm just filming them because I like them. Yeah, I'm not with them at all.
We're just recording audio. Is that okay?
Just audio?
Yeah,
just
audio.
audio.
Just a little audio tribe.
So nothing's being filmed?
We're not filming anything ourselves, no. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Yeah, he asked if he could film us. We said, yeah.
You guys aren't together?
No, we're not together.
Sorry. I cannot believe we got away with that.
Yes. Oh. Sorry.
After every single meal, this dog runs over to its owner to get burped. A few days ago, a massive tornado that was over a mile wide touched down in Kansas. The resulting damage was absolutely devastating. This little burb is absolutely mesmerized by this washing machine. This person made a stop-motion animation of Spider-Man fighting crime. This diver found this incredible feathered starfish off the coast of Thailand. This little baby gazelle stopped by to play. That's it for captured this incredible lightning strike over New York City.
Oh my god.
This person found a mouse that appeared dead but was actually under a state called torpor. This is a state where an animal shuts down its body during life-threatening situations. This mouse spent the night in a cold desert, and torpor allowed the mouse to conserve heat and stay warm enough to survive. He warmed up the mouse in his car until it was back to a normal state.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
Bender, come here.
This manatee was caught drinking water from a water spout. Located in the middle of the United States is a shelter that rich people can hide in when the end of the world arrives. The luxury shelter has an indoor dog park, a movie theater, and a swimming pool.
Sensors. We have a pool, an indoor pool that's more like a resort pool.
Each condo costs about $2 million and is designed to provide safety from the outside world for up to 5 years.
The quality, the finishes, the functionality, the electronic windows, the entertainment systems. It's pretty neat to see people's reactions for the first time.
Oh my god! Oh.
This person took a floating magnetic top and put it inside of a smoke bubble. In case you didn't know, most rice farmers in the United States own a plane. Rice is grown in what is pretty much a lake, so the quickest way to evenly distribute seed is from an airplane. Then while their car was on fire, but they didn't seem to be bothered by it. This father told his son to close his eyes so he can magically fill up the maple syrup.
Deborah.
How did you do that?
This person found a snake that got stuck on a piece of duct tape. By using cooking oil, the snake was able to safely get removed from the tape. This person created some incredible doodle art. Here's a cat that doesn't really look like a cat. This is what a snake fight looks like. There's no biting, just a lot of twisting and tying. These two snakes are fighting over dominance of a territory.
These guys are incredibly quick snakes. I do have to be a bit careful.
This is what a bleeding mushroom looks like. This guy was going for a drive in his convertible when the roof flew right off. Luckily, nobody was hurt. This YouTuber hacked into the security camera footage of a fake company in India that scams people for money. He was able to see exactly who he was talking to on the phone.
Sir, you need to go ahead and get it fixed, and there will be a one-time charge, sir, okay?
So hold on, why would you charge me when there's nothing wrong? That's quite normal.
No, there are certain technical things that has to be fixed.
Technical things. Go on, try me. I'm quite technical.
This is why it's so important to wear a mask when you're out in public. Here's one seductive cat. Have you ever seen someone with moves like this? This person made a tensegrity table that is so strong he can stand on it.
Look at that. I can't believe it works. That's amazing. Didn't do it. Yes. Woo!
One.
You guys really enjoyed the glowing blue waves from the last episode, so here's some more footage. That's the end of this video. I trained their dogs to remain perfectly still. This was a scary moment where these people were walking through a jungle when they bumped into a gorilla on accident. The tour guide told them to look away and be quiet and hope that it would ignore them.
Move back here. Step back here. Hump back. Slowly. Here, where? To my side. All of you.
It seems like the most exhausting time of the year for everyone. These people found a wild horse with its foot stuck in the hair around its neck. The rescuers helped untangle the foot, and the horse was able to walk again a few minutes later.
He's running around, doing circles around us.
There's nothing better than a relaxing day on the beach.
Dude, head somewhere else.
Okay, that'll work. No, get your own spot.
Found you guys. Dang it.
Here's a box that's more than just a box. This cat hates its own reflection. This little cuttlefish wanted to say hello to this giant finger. That's in this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Years ago, there was a massive landslide in Norway that took an entire neighborhood into the water. The good news is that people had enough time to evacuate, so nobody was hurt.
Han är du Tommy?
This snowboarder stopped themselves from jumping off a huge cliff. They stayed in that position until they were eventually rescued.
This is funny, not funny.
It's scary. It's really pretty here.
This cat likes to run around in a washing machine. This person is showing a cool physics trick where one toothpick can hold the weight of an entire water bottle.
So now that's hanging here, I'm gonna put this toothpick in between the rope like this. I'm gonna bridge the gap between this toothpick with this toothpick. Now that those are suspended like that, I'm just gonna relieve the weight from the bottle. And that's being held, all of that is being held by one toothpick on the table.
This is not a lake or a river. This is actually a valley in Austria. Every spring, the snow from the mountains melt into this valley, turning it into a giant lake. That's why you'll see flowers and trees growing in places that are over 20 meters underwater. There's a type of fish that likes to protect and keep their baby safe inside their mouth. Have you ever seen someone take their goose for a walk?
Dude, that's legit.
That's the end of this video. Hopefully I made your day. Wanted to drive a car made of ice. They took the skeleton of an SUV and started building with blocks of ice. These people saw a bear that got too close to their car, so they tried scaring it away. Everyone deserves a friend like this. This building is using a giant screen to make it look like it's filled with water.
They couldn't find any smaller gear for you? You barely fit in that.
This is a microscopic view of a type of algae that grows in freshwater ponds. This person attached his wheelchair to a longboard so that he could go for a ride. This person made a golf club that corrects your swing while you're hitting the ball. All you need to do is set how far you want to hit the ball, and you're good to go.
It will detect what's going on and then correct the head of the club in real time to make my shot go closer to the desired distance. So what I'm doing is I'm sensing where the club is going as well as the speed and adjusting the loft angle so that the ball goes basically the right distance.
So many mosquitoes in Russia that the mosquitoes clump together to make huge tornadoes. Here's a demonstration showing how easy it is to power an LED light bulb compared to an incandescent or fluorescent. This is what the auroras of Jupiter look like. The auroras on Jupiter can be 1,000 times brighter than the aurora borealis here on Earth. This monkey wanted to see what this photographer was taking a picture of.
Can I have your cheese? Can I have that? Can I have your cheese? Can I have it? Can I have it? Give me that. Give me that. Give me your cheese.
These people work together to save someone stuck in rushing floodwater.
يا رب يا رب. هيا يا رب هيا.
A few seconds after being pulled to safety, a car came charging in at the same spot.
سبحانك يا والله كنت مش تضرب ويزح والله كنت الله لا 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 لا.
This dog got caught eating a bag of chips, but didn't really seem to care. The wheels on this RC car are moving so fast that they become distorted. This person turned on their hose and a whole bunch of ice came out. That's the end of this video. Hopefully you learned something new, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.